In the following example, we are asked to find the derivative of the composite function f of g of x at the value x equals 4. Okay, so what I'm going to do is remind you of how we take a derivative of a composite function. And in this case, it's just the chain rule. So we've already got all the information, and this is actually going to be a real simple problem, but let's take a look. F prime of g of x times g prime of x. But since we're plugging in 4 for x, we're going to say f prime of g of 4 times g prime of 4. Okay? So we're going to work all of this kind of from the outside in. I think it's easy to substitute the g prime of 4 here. So if I look at g prime of 4, so here's g prime. Let me actually use a green highlighter. Here's g prime, and g prime of 4 is this value here, negative 4. So let me write that in blue, negative 4. And then g of 4, all right? So g of 4 I can find from the chart. Let's erase that for a second. G of 4, let's use a blue highlighter. G of 4 is this value 3. So then I have the value 3, and I'm going to take f prime of 3. So now in order to do that, I go back to my chart, and I'm going to see, okay, f prime of 3, which is 8. And so then f prime of 3 is 8, and I'm going to multiply that by negative 4, and I end up with negative 32. So if I were to say dx, the derivative of the composite function f of g of x evaluated at or such that x equals 4, my answer is going to be negative 32. All right, now it's not necessary to write all of this fancy writing here. This is what we're looking for, okay? So you just kind of use the chart and piece everything together, and you can easily find the derivative, okay? So this is finding a derivative using a table of values by applying the chain rule. So I hope this video was helpful, and as always, like and subscribe.